Hello, welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya. I'm Qocaman. President İlham continues to receive messages of congratulations on the occasion of the 28th of May, the Republic Day. Sultan of Sultanate of Oman Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, President of Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka Gotabaya Rajapaksa, President of the Republic of Senegal Macky Sall, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces Paulo Maiovic addressed letters of congratulations to President İlham and extended their best wishes of prosperity and welfare to President and the people of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan has publicly condemned the acquisition by some countries of vaccines in quantity several times exceeding their needs, thus depriving the developing countries from the opportunity to protect their population. President İlham Aliyev, who took part in the 74th session of the World Health Assembly, held in a video format, called on the developed countries and donor organizations to show support to developing countries.
The fight against the COVID-19 virus, which has been reigning in the world for almost 2 years, is still one of the main topics on the global agenda. Despite the fact that a vaccine against the coronavirus has been found, the observed discrimination in the vaccination process, in other words, vaccine nationalism, requires attention to be paid to delicate aspects in this matter. The 74th session of the World Health Assembly, the main decision-making body of the World Health Organization, dedicated to the theme Preventing the Next Pandemic Threat by Ending a Pandemic, Shaping a Healthier, Safer, and a More Just World Together, the discussions within this event should be considered an important event in terms of finding more effective ways out of the current pandemic situation. President İlham Aliyev, speaking at the closing ceremony of the session in a video format, once again stressed that the official Baku supports the leading role and efforts of World Health Organization in matters of governance in the field of global health. As for Azerbaijan,
the country has gradually eased the quarantine regime. We have launched immunization campaign since mid-January this year using 99.94% of Sinovac vaccine and the rest AstraZeneca and Sputnik vaccines. 2 million vaccine doses have already been administered. This number constitutes 20% of our total population. All the citizens above 80 years old can get vaccinated voluntarily. COVID-19 passports are issued for those vaccinated. We welcome the designation of 2021 as a year of health and care workers.
Indeed, specialists fighting the coronavirus, which took the global healthcare system by surprise, showed high professionalism, in many cases put their lives at risk, and some even became victims of this virus. Medical personnel are at the forefront of the fight against the pandemic, working day and night to ensure that the vaccination process reaches as many people as possible and as soon as possible. Currently, the Azerbaijani state cooperates very effectively with the World Health Organization. It is no coincidence that last year the organization called Azerbaijan an exemplary country in the fight against the pandemic. So, in a short time, 13 modular and 1 permanent hospital were built in the Republic. The number of hospital beds was increased by more than 10,000. Citizens and business entities of the country affected by the negative impact of COVID were presented with a socio-economic incentive package in the amount of $2 billion. However, there are serious challenges to building solidarity in the fight against the pandemic at the international level. The purchase by some states of vaccines in excess of their needs makes it impossible for other countries to protect their citizens. President İlham Aliyev, speaking on various platforms, several times expressed a strong protest against vaccine nationalism, and on the initiative of Azerbaijan, the UN Human Rights Council unanimously adopted a corresponding draft resolution.
Vaccine nationalism and deepening inequality in access to vaccines between developing and developed countries are disturbing. According to international reports so far, more than 82% of the world vaccine doses have been purchased by wealthy countries, while only 0.3% have gone to low-income countries.
Thus, both in the early days of the pandemic and today, Azerbaijan stands for the unification of international efforts to effectively combat the disease and for the fair distribution of vaccines. The leaders of the UN and other organizations who gratefully accepted the proposal of the head of our state to hold a special session on coronavirus actively support the Azerbaijani model of combating vaccine chauvinism, and this plays an exceptional role in further strengthening the humanist image of our country on a global scale.
First Vice President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Mehriban Aliyeva, made an Instagram post on June 1st, International Children's Day. The post on her official Instagram page says, "Today is June 1st, International Children's Day. I sincerely congratulate all the children on this bright, beautiful day. I wish every child on earth good health, love, happy days, carefree childhood, and a happy life. May the Almighty protect children from all troubles and evils." A meeting of the Executive Council of the Economic Cooperation Organization's Parliamentary Assembly was held in Islamabad. The parliamentary delegation, led by Chair of the Milli Meclis, Sahiba Ghafarova, attended the meeting. The sides exchanged views on issues to be discussed at the Second General Conference of the Parliamentary Assembly. Sahiba Ghafarova stated the attitude on the agenda items shed thoughts on the role of women at the Islamic world, stressed the pressing need to empower that role further in light of the broad spread of the Islamophobia around the world, and praised the forthcoming meeting of women parliamentarians. The chair of the Milli Meclis said that Azerbaijan attached great significance to advancing its relations with the influential international organizations, with the Economic Cooperation Organization being no exception, and that the Milli Meclis has ratified the Charter of the Parliamentary Assembly of Organization of Economic Cooperation not so long ago. Over the past month, 739.5 hectares have been cleared of mines and exploded ordnance. According to Azerbaijan's Mine Action Agency, as part of operations carried out in May, 369 anti-personnel mines, 74 anti-tank mines, and 1,090 unexploded munitions were detected and neutralized. The agency defused 7,449 anti-personnel mines, 3,643 anti-tank mines, and 9,033 unexploded munitions from November 10, 2020 to May 31, 2021. During this period, 27,635,309 square meters were cleared of mines and unexploded ordnance. The Azerbaijani police continue taking appropriate measures to detect weapons in the territories liberated from the Armenian occupation. 12 submachine guns, 1 grenade launcher and 1 hand grenade were found in the abandoned military positions during the operations carried out by the Khojavan District Police Department in the liberated areas, and they were handed over to the relevant authorities. 176 more cases of coronavirus infections have been recorded in Azerbaijan. 475 people recovered after treatment and were released home. 8 people have died after testing positive for COVID-19. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 335,132, with 325,000 for the recoveries and 4,921 deaths. The number of active infections is 4,171. To detect infection cases, overall 3,523,638 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.